head coach of the dynasty at Jackson State University. I'm talking about Coach Tomekia Reed, head coach of the women's basketball team, which has been the best team on campus for quite some time now. Yes, I said it. I've said it plenty of times. Okay. She stood up for Jackson, Mississippi when it came to the 60 Minutes Deion Sanders, or the latest 60 Minutes Deion Sanders interview. Okay, in the quick little hit job that they did on Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. And let me say she rightly stood up for Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. But I want to dig deeper into this. There are a few other things that need to be said about this, few of the levels that need to be reached when it comes to this. And again, I want to caution y'all about something as well when it comes to this. Okay. But before I do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button. Put all your people on it. That means share. Okay. But for those of y'all that may have been under a rock and you ain't see it, 60 Minutes, they did another piece on Prime, being at Colorado. Okay. You've seen it. Hella motherfuckers done seen it. Hell, in the same episode of 60 Minutes, you had them motherfuckers interview President Zelensky of Ukraine, a son bitch who's running a country that we are giving billions of dollars to. The Prime interview dwarfed the Zelensky interview. So motherfuckers done seen that Prime interview, okay? I would tell y'all real ones, make sure you go check out this Zelensky shit too. So you see what these motherfuckers doing with your money. But I digress. But in that damn interview with Prime, they showed some shots of Jackson, Mississippi that were unflattering. They showed some shots of Colorado that made Colorado look like heaven on earth. And that's what so many people are describing it as, Michael Irvin and others. Okay. And Coach Tomekia Reed, a Jacksonian. Okay. A person that's from Jackson, Mississippi. She felt some type of way about this shit. She ain't like that. She called him out on it. She posted numerous flattering pictures of Jackson, Mississippi. Others started to do the same. Coach T.C. Taylor was asked about this shit in his presser leading up to the Bethune game. He said, he didn't like it really. It made Jackson, he put Jackson in a bad light or something like that. And Jackson has his bright spots as well. Okay. But that's something that America has done. And not only white people. That's something that a lot of us do. What you talking about, Fer? I'm talking about how so many Americans, when they're comparing black people and white people, they compare the best of white people to the worst of black people. They compare the best of their existence to the worst of our existence. Okay. They compare the best of their neighborhoods to the worst of our neighborhoods. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. First of all, in the neighborhoods that were shown, there are damn good people that live in them hoods too. You feel me? Damn good people that live in them hoods too. Shit, if motherfuckers went over there by where my grandmama house is in Canton, Mississippi, and they just got video of that block, it would look more similar to the depiction of Jackson that was shown than it would to Boulder. And my grandmother was an exceptional human being, working woman who unfortunately had to drop out of school to pick cotton because of his white supremacist fucked up ass system that she grew up in as somebody that was born in the 1920s. So I don't doubt that there was some good people in whatever hood that was shown on that damn segment. Okay. But yes, Jackson does have poor areas. Jackson overall lacks wealth compared to Boulder, Colorado. Hell, Jackson overall lacks wealth compared to Madison, Mississippi. But they like to show the best of white people while showing the worst of black people. And what pisses me off is that black people do the same shit. See, notice, I reacted to the quote that was attributed to Deion Sanders, the shit about the forward thinking. I reacted to that. Why? Because I expect my enemy to be my enemy. Am I saying that all white people are my enemy? Fuck no, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. Okay? But for the way 60 Minutes did that shit, they come off as my enemy. And I expect that. What I don't expect is for someone who looks like me, who comes from a place that is similar to the place I come from, who carries themselves like I carry myself, dresses like I dress, talks with the vernacular that I talk with. Like, I don't expect that type of motherfucker to give white supremacists comfort. That's what I don't expect, and that's what disappoints me. So that's why in my reaction, I focused on that. I ain't even focused on 60 Minutes showing them shits like that. Expect that from the bitches. I do. But what I want to tell the real ones is we can't do that ourselves, y'all. You feel me? You ever hear motherfuckers, you hear comedians do that. Black comedians, they be like, white folks do this, black folks do that. I remember the legendary Bernie Mac, I want to say, in Kings of Comedy. And I'm paraphrasing this. I don't, how folks fuck up jokes. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm not trying to tell it verbatim, but I'm just trying to get you out the gist of the joke. He was talking about how black people and white people go on lunch break. You feel me? He say white people, they go eat they little cheese and crackers or cheese sandwich or whatever the fuck he said, to my, and they get right back to work. But when black people break, we break. And you can't find our motherfucking ass. See how you comparing the best of them to the worst of them? There's white people that do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about this. People, other black comedians, you hear, cause they all got a black people do this, white people do this joke. If you pay attention to comedians, they all got that. They'll like compare some middle class, upper middle class white person and what they'll do. So they get to talking in a proper voice and Johnny and all that kind of shit. And then it'd be the black person from the trap. They never compare to they rarely, let's say rarely. They rarely compare a black person from the trap to like a white person from the trailer park. You feel me? See, that's more similar. Okay. Or where's the comparison to one of them West Virginia type of white folk? You know what I'm talking about? That's in the mountain country that's going through some shit. What about them motherfuckers? Okay. And Colorado got some of them type of motherfuckers. Okay. I've done a segment about the crime out there. I've done a segment about the meth lab out there and shit like that. Colorado got some fuck shit going on too. I'm talking about the school now. Oh, there was some shit about some professors of color, some women either let go or they resigned because some bullshit was going on. It's been floating around out there. I don't know. Y'all check it out. It's out there. But see, but motherfuckers don't like to focus on that. Why? Because that starts to chip away at the bullshit notion of white supremacy. It's like bad shit or poor white people or what they call, I don't use this, but what they call poor white trash, that shit hidden. No, hide that. That doesn't exist because that chips away at the bullshit notion of white supremacy. But black struggle is the norm in America's eyes. Y'all ever notice that shit? When they talk about unemployment rate, they put a picture of a black person. Even though we only make up 13% of the population. Okay. Now, yeah, a higher percentage of us might be uh, uh unemployed, or higher percentage of us might be on Medicaid or food stamps, shit like that. But in just raw numbers, it's more of them. They get that shit. But they don't put their face. Why? Because that chips away at the notion of white supremacy. So what 60 Minutes did, that's the norm. I'm used to that, and I expect my enemy to be my enemy. What I don't expect is for Deion Sanders to say or to be quoted as saying Jack State lacks forward thinking. But first, what the fuck this got to do with Coach Reed? I'm about to tell you what they got to do with Coach Reed. Coach Reed rightly defended Jackson. Okay. But Coach Reed made sure she pointed out that she wasn't talking about Deion Sanders. She made sure to point that shit out. Okay. She made sure to point out that she roots for that man. Okay. And that he, paraphrasing here, that he shows what can happen when you give somebody from an HBCU a chance. Why am I mentioning that? I'm mentioning that because Coach Reed hopes to be able to one day do what Deion Sanders has done. She hopes to keep succeeding at Jackson State University and that she can go get a Power 5 job just like he did. I'm telling y'all that because I don't want you to get your hopes up that this queen gonna sit up here and stay at Jack State, and then when she leaves, you feel heartbroken because you're so proud of her winning, and you're so proud of how she carries herself and how ladies respond to her, and how she went hard for Jackson in this situation. I know you love that shit, but I don't want you to get in your mind that she wants to also stay herself. And that's okay. I've done a segment about this before. I have. Okay? Because when Prime left, I saw so many people saying, "Oh, that's okay, we got our queen." Coach Reed wants to leave as well. She does not have generational wealth. Okay? Jackson State cannot match whatever the fuck these Power Fives may offer that queen. And unlike Deion Sanders, she does not already have generational wealth from a Hall of Fame career, playing career like he did. She does not have nationally uh, televised commercials. While he was at Jack State, he had nationally televised commercials. She ain't got that shit. I haven't seen Coach Reed on a local commercial yet. Maybe I missed it. Okay. So her leaving to go set herself up to get some generational wealth for her and her family, that's different. Okay. That's different than what somebody like me was calling on, was hoping that Coach Prime would follow through on his words. and stay and help lead a black renaissance. You feel me? So I just want to caution y'all on that. Okay. Be proud of the queen. The queen rightly went hard for Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. But again, she was very pointed and letting it be known that she was not going at prime. Because of course, some motherfuckers were going at her for that. Because folks get all in these fields right now and feel like they gotta defend this grown ass man. Okay. Just know, whatever the case is, Jackson, Mississippi, Jackson metro area, Jackson State University, we're gonna be all right. We just gotta continue to build for ourselves. Okay. So one day, I believe this is possible. Well, one day, we may have enough money to retain somebody like a Coach Reed. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe it won't be as much as a Power Five can give, but maybe it could be a meal. You know what I'm talking about? Or 1.5. You feel me? So well, you can say, okay, shit, I am getting an M. And I'm with my people. I'm in my hometown. God damn it. You have a certain level of freedom to be yourself, be authentically you without trying to fit their mold and shit like that. You feel me? Even though they are letting Prime go out there and be himself, but as Prime, how many of these other motherfucking coaches they allowing to do that? We'll see. They claim he about to change the landscape and open the door for a lot of the other coaches to be themselves. We'll see. Okay. But if we just keep working, keep believing in ourselves, we unify these young people that I saw at the game today, to my who knows? You might got a young person that's gonna be the next great inventor, the young person that's gonna be the next great entrepreneur, to my and they get money and flipping that money and making more money and they decide, God damn it, I'm gonna invest that money in my fucking institution. I believe in us. Okay. So we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Fuck these outsiders. Fuck 60 Minutes. Fuck anybody that's hating on us. You know what I'm talking about? Because contrary to popular opinion, we are moving forward because we are thinkers. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.